Hello everyone. So in this episode of Unreal Engine Planet Generation System, I'm going to show you how to add multiple foliage types into our planet. So as you can see here, now you have this type of trees more closer to the water, and the other type of trees is pine trees more into the highlands. So that's what we are going to work on. Now let me demonstrate the spawning part again. I can clear the foliage with this button, and if I press spawn, foliage is automatically spawned in the world like this. So that's what we are going to work on. And before we get started, as always, I'd like to remind you, you can download project files of this project and all other thousands of projects that I have done. Once you become a member in a Patreon page, you can download anything without a limit. Feel free to check it out. I'll leave the link in description below. And let's get back to today's tutorial. So far in this system, we have only one foliage type that we can spawn like this. So the next step I want to do is, instead of having only one foliage type, I want to have multiple foliage types. So to get started, let's see. Actually, you may have noted that for demonstration purposes, I have made this foliage way bigger than they should be, because compared to the character now they are huge. That is only the only purpose is so that I can clearly see them, but you don't have to give the same scale. So yeah, actually we can turn it down here. Okay, I mean 2 to 3. So yeah, so as I said, I have only one foliage type. Now what I want to do is, instead of one, I need to have multiple foliage types. So how can we do that? So my plan is, now here, instead of one foliage type, let me duplicate this variable and I'll call it foliage types, and then I'll make it an array. Also, if I make it visible, I can customize this array per planet. So if I have multiple planets, I can have multiple different values assigned here. Now here I have, actually in this project, I have this foliage type FL3. I'll assign that as the first element, and then I'll add another element. So I have this pine tree, this one, and for that also I have this static mesh foliage type, so I'll assign that too. Okay, now we have an array that contains two foliage types, and if I remember correctly, I implemented a function to initialize foliage components. So this one, I think I call this when I try to spawn foliage. Okay, now here, let's see, I'm gonna need some more space here, so let me collapse this to a subgraph. Where did it go? Okay, foliage. So now we are going to do a little bit of refactoring. So now I can get the foliage types and run a foliage loop. Okay, and then instead of passing this foliage type, here I can pass the foliage type within this array like this. And then also here I'm using the foliage type, so instead of that too, I can use this. So let's do reroute node and connect. Wait, what happened? Why did that? What's going on? Why is this? Why is that? Oh, maybe that's why. Okay. Oh, it's driving me crazy. All right. Okay. Now one more thing. So it's not correct to use this dynamic mesh component. Oh, sorry. Dynamic mesh is fine. This one, this ISM foliage, it's not correct to use this because this one here, if I go to not clear foliage, if I go to this initialize foliage component, we only, now that we are calling this initialize foliage component multiple times, we would need multiple references or variables to store ISM foliage component for each foliage type. So what I can do is, now let me add a return node here and then return this ISM foliage. Oh, is that correct? No, that's not correct. So what I can do is, we still have the foliage type. Okay, so I'll add another variable from this type, foliage. I'll call it foliage ISM map. So then I'll convert this to a map. First variable is still foliage type. The second variable should be instance static mesh component. Right. Okay. Now we can get this and we can find if we have a value for this given foliage type. So we can now use that instead of this. So branch is this. If it is false, we have to create one. If it is true, we don't have to create. And after we create this, we need to add this newly created instance static mesh component, and as the key we need to give this foliage type. Okay, now let's clean this up a little bit. All right. Okay. Is everything good? I think so. Okay, now that we have saved the instanced static mesh component into the Foliage ISM map. Next step is here, instead of this ISM Foliage, now we need to find, again we need a reference to this Foliage type, and then find this from the Foliage ISM map and then use it. Okay, I think this should be correct, but let's try. What happened here? Why does this looks a bit odd? What happened to the water sphere? Okay, there's water. Oh, for some reason then this sphere material is assigned. What? Okay, that's not actually relevant to what we are working on, but let me just copy this and paste. Okay, alright. Maybe I moved something accidentally. Okay, now select the planet again and save. Let's try spawn foliage. Okay, see, now we got two types of foliages, the trees and these pine trees, and I think they are spawned in different areas because pine trees are spawned mostly closer to the sea. That's not real but realistic, but that's the way I have defined. Let's check. So here 2000 to 20,000, that's the height range I have. And for the other type I have 10,000 to 20,000. Okay, I think this should be well reverted, so I make this 2000 to 10,000, and this one 10,000 to 50,000. Oh, one more thing, we did not update the clear foliage option. Okay, see, now the other type of trees is more in the middle, away from the sea. Alright, so now how do we implement the clear part? For that, clear foliage, I only consider this ISM foliage. What I should do is get the foliage ISM up, get values, and then run a for each loop and clear everything. Right, now I can spawn foliage like this, and also if I want I can clear foliage with a single click. Alright, so that's all I want to do for this episode. Let me just drop my character here and start playing. Alright, so looks nice. we can stop this episode right here. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As always, updated project files will be available for the download in Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. And see you in another episode. Goodbye.